All right, button has been pressed, light is turned green, and we have not already dropped all the frames in the world. We are set and ready to go for another Super Robot Sundays here on Sound Goblin Gaming as we continue our playthrough Super Robot Wars 30. I'm as always Bograt, and
I'm
as you
Krampus.
may tell from my voice, Iron Mouse magically healed me between last week and this week, so I'm back to like 80% voice.
I'm the Krampus.
I'm Shiv.
And I'm Vincent.
Hunter Green will not be joining us today, but we have replaced him with Dog. Vast
We
improvement.
do have a dog. Complaints last when I pet
Got this image of Hunter sitting there, like, gonna bite, pet too hard, gonna bite.
Right, we have a side mission. Yeah, that's side mission, I say.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We have stuff on the ship.
That happens.
Yeah, so for all of our no viewers that are not involved in that scene, Iron Mouse, the probably most recognizable English language VTuber in the world, had a concert last Thursday here in San Diego, Club Iron Mouse, and Shiv and I attended that concert. And I say it only half jokingly because literally directly before the concert, even as we were standing in line outside for it, my voice was still pretty much gone. Just completely shot. I'm still dropping every second or third word, still very thin, still not a whole lot there. And by the time we left that concert and we're on the drive home, I was back to about 60%, and the next day was back to about 80% where I am now. So,
I still say it's because of the massive bass in the club that just
oh yeah,
rattles your entire body. It's like a full body massage.
yeah, in a practical sense, it
Yeah,
is almost
and it's
certainly
like the
the
fog
like
machines.
fog machines and stuff like that, making it pretty humid and the vibrations and all that.
Being in a room with a pile of people.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I'd say the Iron Mouse concert gave my voice back. It was also just an amazing concert.
It was
To the point where like Shiv and I on the way back, despite being two busted and hurting old men at that point, both of us were just like, so if she just does this every year from now on when Twitch
We'll
comes
just
out here
go.
in San Diego, we will go like
Yep.
100% every single time. No question.
actively hoping she does it again.
Yeah, the opening acts were all great, both big and small.
Yep.
Like, some of them are not super talented singers, but still gave a lot of heart, had great song choices. Some of them are incredibly talented singers, and Pia just got the entire building fucking
He had got the
shaking.
entire building jumping.
Just because, I mean, that song from Otto is...
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
Otto is an amazing song from Otto. I had never actually even heard it before. That's the first time I'd even heard that song. And immediately I was like, oh, this is just like Asian reggaeton. Like, done.
I'd say I think for the openers, obviously Pia was probably the best just for the crowd reaction.
Yeah.
That's the one that really got the entire place pumping for the other stuff. But God, was the crowd happy with Fruit.
Yeah, Fruit showing up was
She
great.
did a great version of Paper.
Yeah, her version of Paper was solid. I mean, Mint doing Snake Eater is always a treat.
Snake Eater was good too.
Like, she's got such an amazing voice for that. He's chat with Victim.
Like even the great stuff. Like I'm not a very good singer, so
Yeah, I don't know.
all of you are gonna know this song, so sing along with me.
Yeah, just the Tori from Beasties being like, I don't know how to sing, but if Iron Mouse asks you to be part of her concert, you say
So,
yes. So we're gonna do All Star by Smash Mouth. Help me out here. Likewise, Barry, not the world's best singer, but doing Fighting Dreamers from
Yep.
Naruto is of course gonna get the whole
Yeah.
crowd going.
You can have watched zero Naruto, and if you're anywhere in the VTuber scene, well, at some point I've heard.
If you were to do
Fighting
anime
Dreamers.
at all, again, even if you didn't watch Naruto, if you were in anime at that time, you've heard Fighting Dreamers. A bunch of army fights we'll do off stream. They don't really.
Matter much or
No.
have much in the way.
They won't have plot. There'll be enemies showed up.
Yeah,
to fight
well,
them.
I don't think they're even enemy shows. I think those are also like simulator ones.
Yeah, these are on board. These are simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just very specific. They're very specific forces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There'll be maybe saying, "Hey, did another simulator fight."
Basically.
And then you fight, and you get.
Yeah. All right. Now let's actually deal with the end of Gunnex Sword. Finally,
Aren't you gonna do the? Oh, that's so.
Yeah.
That is the.
Yes.
which I think we already wait.
The
Did we?
submission.
Claw get away at the end of the last one? Did we?
No, Claw's dead.
Yeah, I thought we did kill him.
Claw's dead. This is where we get Side Out of Sunday and Dahlia of Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like we're going to Claw's base, which no longer has a master. It's a fucking corpse.
Yeah. Claw is dead. This is the special mission that is unlocked if you've done all the stuff to unlock
Yeah.
Michael and Vasilina. Because they did not die in the last mission. They just fucked off.
Yeah. Granted, Gunnex Sword knew how to solve this problem even better. The bolter falls on them.
And then, yeah, the main concert for the Club Iron Mouse was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, genuinely, Narissa, Herb, and Mouse doing
Doing
the
the Claire-
couple Claire Obscure songs as a medley was honestly worth the ticket price alone.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, just Mouse with perfect pacing right during, like, basically right about the midpoint of the main show, just when everything was, like, everybody was starting to kind of flag a little bit just because, you know, it's been a long time by that
At
point.
this point, it was like 2.5 hours in.
And then dropping Otonoke at that point, which, like, I don't care how burnt you are, you go at Otonoke. Like, that is just a fucking energy song. And then she capstoned off the whole concert by debuting a brand new, like, full world premiere of her new single, which should be hopefully hitting YouTube sometime soon because it was a really good song. It's sort of I was talking about it with our other friend, and I was saying it's sort of a trilogy kind of piece because it's another, like, she basically has had a couple singles very recently that have been more sort of club mix kind of
Yeah.
dance style ones, and this is a third one of those, and also feels very in line with the other two. Like, it feels just extremely in line with Cry for Me and Time to Feast.
Yeah.
Does that mean you avenge success, or you were successful at getting vengeance? Shut up!
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll have a new nickname the next time he introduces himself.
Yeah, he's kind of like Toku Spider-Man.
Seriously, guys, why are you here?
We were bored.
Okay, it turns out there's an extra credit question we forgot to ask you.
Does Toku Spider-Man just keep picking up new titles every time he shows up? Besides Spider-Man Emissary of Hell?
Okay, I'm taking Ultraman because I'm pretty sure he'll know the answer.
Just notice his hairstyle's asymmetrical. It looks weird. Michael's only got one long lock and one short lock on his head.
Yeah. A lot of anime, they have to do something to distinguish them. People are bad at drawing different faces sometimes. It's not just a seed thing. Not quite as bad in Gunix Sword, however. We were just being weird.
Like, purely from an art standpoint, I could understand it, because the other lock would be covered up by the big collar he's got.
Yeah.
But did he know he would only be viewed from a slightly right angle shot every time?
Well, you see, when he turns the other way, the hair reverses.
You know, I was sort of wondering that, if there's a reverse.
How long like magnets? Anytime he has his face the other way, he just like.
There we go.
Okay, stop paying anything resembling attention.
This actual scenario, Chiru could just go, no, I'll take care of these guys. You just do your duel or whatever you're doing.
Basically anyone on the board, honestly. The resources we have are so stupid that,
Honestly, we could just put the Dry Striker in a 360-degree spin and start firing the laser.
every battle we do currently involves us bringing unnecessary amounts of firepower. Right, you turn into a gun sword. Well, at least it can't be hit.
mean, kind of again worth remembering that these are effectively almost entirely unupgraded suits, even if they are at high level.
They have some upgrades, but they're not.
They're going to be like level 2 or 3. They're not really going to be
maxed out like everything else we have is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can see it on the screen now, but.
Yeah, generally speaking, unless it's one of the units that inherits from another unit, they almost never come in with more than like 3, even by end game.
Yeah.
In the unlikely event we were to ever use them, we make so much money that
Oh, we could easily put them all both to max immediately. Like,
Yeah.
not even a question right now.
Yeah.
We haven't had anything to do with money in like 10 or 15 missions. That's like even taking into account that this game, with all the DLC stuff, gives you like 20 million at the start.
yeah. I like to think that wasn't actually an attack. The robot's head just exploded because it did not understand.
At some point, need to work on getting those translation patches working.
Yeah. I would definitely be down for playing through the Sakura Wars games on the channel. We already did 5, but there's so many
A lot of them.
others.
Yeah.
Well, right now there's translation patches for 1 and 2. None of the
Yes.
others have translations yet, but we wouldn't even get to Erica because she's from 3.
Right.
But I would once again not be putting it up to a vote when we're playing Sakura Wars 1 because I know it would happen and we're not doing that.
What now?
We are not prioritizing the Iris romance path.
If I'm trying to remember the character from it, but if it's who I think it is, no, I wouldn't let that fly.
The
either.
Eldritch, the conduit to Eldritch
Yeah,
horror,
Conduit
Molly.
Yeah. No.
I don't think any of us would prioritize the lolly in the first place.
No, I vote for the Russian sniper.
We're not doing Marie. Marie is boring. Doing Kana.
I think I can get behind it. She's the martial artist, right?
Yeah, the muscle.
Okay, the one who literally swam across the ocean or the sea from China to Japan,
yes.
and punched a shark on the way there, and then brought the shark to cook. Lest you think the Sakura Wars games are some kind of bastion of sanity or anything.
Yeah, we technically have 3 other Sakura Wars games we could play. because we have 1 and 2 that have translation patches. I would just have to figure out Saturn emulation, which is kind of a fucking nightmare. And then we have Shin Sakura Wars, which is fine.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't touch it in the slightest, but not out of any like derision or anything. Just there were so many other games coming out then. And I have no experience with it, but I've heard that if you like Sakura Wars, it's okay.
Yeah. That's the thing, though, is it is just okay.
Yeah.
Like, nobody has said it's actually a good game, which, you know, fine.
My work here is done.
This is mental image of one day I'm gonna kill Van, and sitting next to him in the cafeteria, one day I'm gonna beat Gridman.
And next to him, one day I'm going to beat Daba, and next to him.
Sitting next to them, Edge, one day I'm gonna beat level 5 in this goddamn game.
Somewhere, off in another universe. Someday I'm gonna fuck Garad.
You aren't, Neil.
So they came in with like level 4 stuff,
Yeah,
basically.
That seems to be basically all of them. That's all the stuff also came in at 4, basically.
Yeah.
Got all that at the end of the plot. Alright. Awakening.
Yep.
Actually, we got like 2 ace chats.
Yeah.
Because everyone is instantly an ace. Also have a trust trigger. Every new pilot is instantly an ace. Alright. Back to this.
Yep.
End of Gridman, I think?
Correct.
Yeah. Assuming they're not doing the same thing they were gonna Sword and Cock tease an end, but now we'll throw it in a later mission.
This is genuinely the end of Gridman because they do this, and then the next one is defeating the Gravelin, and then it's the last two, which are the sort of 2-part. It really is a single mission, but they basically break it up into 2 parts.
Also, it looks like we have chats. Is that just Hunter?
Yeah, it's just Hunter.
Okay. Most active our chat room has ever been.
We appreciate you being here, Hunter, but I'm far away from the screen and I can't read your messages.
Pull up Twitch on your phone.
That's true.
I mean, I did, but I'd have to actually log in to get backlog. Alright. Bograt, I need you to get, for this place, a giant magnifying glass that I can point directly at that small screen.
So yeah, Hunter, you might be getting hit by whatever the fuck collapsed the rest of us, because like most of us, I think Krampus was actually like sick, like had like fever and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like for me, like I said, the last 2 weeks, there's been no actual sickness. I haven't had fever, I haven't been sneezing, coughing, like any of that. It was just fucking throat congestion like a motherfucker. I completely lost my voice. You know, phlegm and shit in the lungs and coughing and all that. But like, not actually sick. Just, yeah.
Also, it's interesting to see the de-evolution cast actually doing something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you say, oh, we've been trapped in a simulation or something, and you're...
Yeah.
It's also kind of one of those things where everyone, like, since they started doing, like, DLCs for the Super Robot Wars game, there is a tendency to occasionally, like, it'll have missions where if you have that DLC, it will have, like, a comment or two for a couple characters and a few scenarios.
Found my secret wank closet. Please don't call his brain throbbing.
Oh yeah, we're not finishing today. We have not. We will get through this. We'll probably get through Gravelin as well, just so we don't actually have any time constraints. So we will get through that, and then next week will be final scenarios, and then there is actual post game stuff as well, which is really the actual end of 30,
End story.
and that's like another like 6 or 8 scenarios if I remember correctly. So we've
Yeah.
got a few more weeks. Yeah, we will probably be running through this, just given holidays and everything, basically through the end of the year.
Yeah. Whatever weeks we have between now and the end of the year, we'll probably fill in with something. Then start on I don't know what.
Oh yeah, just look. There are technically 13 special scenarios that are post-game scenarios. Now, not all of those are like the actual story ones, but we'll probably still just do them all.
Yeah. Go through the whole chain.
Or, sorry, that was special scenarios. Extra chapters, what I meant to look for.
Yeah.
There are 6 extra chapter scenarios, and then the 13 DLC special scenarios that are added after. So we'll probably do some of those, and then the 6 extra chapter ones. All right, well, if you're looking for the Alexis Carib stuff, that you will have to stick through at least part of the battle scene for, because he doesn't actually start the battle. It starts with Zega.
Awakening brackets of the Trailblazers.
No, that's Awakening.
About the extent of anything that remotely got involved with Gridman.
This is a regular trope in the Ultra series. Ultraman looks over the what?
Just cuts to him before every fight, like, oh.
Cinematic battles against bosses tend to run long, like fuck that you're going to. Tried to put like 40 things on the film.
Yes, but it's also remarkable how many of those are going to die futilely attacking into things.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
the numbers don't mean as much in Super Robot Wars just because the counterattacks at this point in the game usually take care of stuff.
Also, behold the almighty Makuma. Doesn't sound okay. There. Maximize their ability to attack him.
Yeah, and then there's also the laser.
Yes. Plot advancement.
Now the distortion is distorting.
Man, the screen's going all wibbly, 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 wibbly. What does that even mean?
We have Maz and Kaiser here. I'm pretty sure we can just rip a hole through reality.
Yeah, we can go wherever the fuck we want.
Question, is this gun loaded? Question, what if you were trying to get home one day and a snail blocked your path? Would that be fucked up?
Well, it depends. That snail showing your path divert the direction you go for that day, causing a bunch of horrible things to happen? Was that snail perhaps planted there by a fanatic?
Is this a snail that will kill me because I'm immortal except if the snail touches me?
No. This is a snail that is someone's path, causing them to like take a different route on the jog they were on, so they get murdered, and then someone else is up in a different taxi. Was maybe possibly planted there by a religious fanatic with time traveling powers. Simple stuff. I don't think it's so complicated about this. By the way, let me tell you about termite mounds.
Red Knight. I'm more surprised you don't have Extreme. Or not Extreme, Supreme. Boss character, it's almost a given.
I think he has it as an enemy. I don't think he has it as a friendly unit. Okay. I mean, we'll find out next scenario.
have enough backfield coverage to stop carrying. No.
Can't see Jones without thinking of that thing from Kung Pao. I am a bird. Birdie. It's a good place for me. There's no complicated politics and stuff. It's just there's giant monsters over there. Go kill them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't have to feel bad about anything I'm doing. Not that Mikazuki feels bad in the first place. But...
オルガ、こっちは終わったよ。
There we go.
Nova doesn't have an opinion on anime. He's just happy to be.
I don't think the Questers are making much of a difference.
Questers killed one thing. Not doing phrasing anymore.
That you're that sub trope of the amnesia trope.
It's okay. None of you are real people anyway.
Alexis Carib calling.
Very upbeat theme song Alexis Rib has.
Complicated.
Very complicated.
We really got to stop calling her a god. She's a programmer. By that logic, Ernie's a god too.
Don't say that. You're just gonna give him.
Yeah, she's not God because she's a but
Honestly, she's not even a programmer. Made some models and Alexis Carib made shit happen.
The 3D modeler, which is impressive still. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, so we specifically need to defeat Zega with either Gridman or Grid Knight.
I got that. No problem.
Yeah.
This is the final part of this scenario?
No.
Okay.
After we defeat Zega, then we deal with Alexis Carib.
Yep.
I've done deeper dives into Gridman stuff. Just because I was kind of fascinated with the original tokusatsu of Gridman. And there's a lot of interesting things regarding SSSS Gridman and Denazanon that almost entirely tie back into the fact that there was going to be a sequel series to the original, like the actual like Hyper Agent Gridman tokusatsu show.
Yeah.
That got extremely far into a production cycle before getting canceled. Like they already had like full story plans written out. They already had concept art. They'd even actually built a few of the suits already.
私が行こうアクセスコードバトルトラクトンマックス
Another one of those like very odd, kind of pretty interesting Toku stories, like how Kamen Rider Hibiki did not start as a Kamen Rider series. It was an entirely separate tokusatsu show that they basically were getting started in production on when they were like, well, shit, we need a new Kamen Rider series for next season. We didn't, like, the plans we had for what was going on fell through.
Which is also why it has like
We're just going to grab
a
this.
pretty big tonal shift partway through, like directors.
Yeah. So now we need to defeat Alexis Rib specifically with Gridman.
Okay. And that's the end of the battle?
Yes.
Okay.
The other Toku hero.
Yep. Okay, he has persistent wall. I seriously doubt he's dying.
面白いウルトラマンなんだね君は君はもう用済みだ結局私を満たすことはできなかったね
禁物だよな大きさと強さは比例しない3分いやはー終わりだ
Yeah, Hunter was just bringing up, being really glad about us getting more Toku stuff involved in these games. I mean, So in the past, there was, I mean, and we've talked about this a ton before, there is a sort of spin on these games that is almost entirely actually Tokusatsu heroes. The only reason for quote-unquote Toku presence in these games now is because it's not technically Tokusatsu. It is stuff that have gotten anime adaptations based on tokusatsu series, because again, the Ultraman that is in this is specifically the anime Ultraman. The Fudo PI stuff is specifically because it's Fudo PI, not actually Double, which was an anime. Like, I think there's just, I think a lot of it honestly has to do with like character design reasons, probably. Although a lot of Kamen Rider have like manga that they could adapt the designs from, in much the same way that like, you know, Get a Robot De-Evolution isn't actually an anime. These are all adapted from manga designs.
Yeah.
They could do that, but it's just sort of an extra additional step that they would need to be willing to commit to in order to do it.
That's probably also like this stuff or things like if you have a live action actor muscle face behind it.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. Is like almost every Kamen Rider series, at the very least,
Has a
everything from
manga.
Heisei Phase 2 forward has at least one manga adaptation, whether it be a sequel manga or like a side story manga or something. They almost all have that, so they could use the manga designs rather than necessarily being the like, you know, live action actor likeness. It's just a matter of, at that point, it could be a likeness rights issue because it depends upon how those are interpreted, but. And like a lot of honestly, the couple games they did in the series that were like the actual like superhero Tyson, which was what they were called, the ones that were the actual like Toku series, they just had them in the actual like pension form the whole time. Basically, they never actually came out of being
Like, don't
Kamen
expect
Riders
that's
and
like
whatnot.
gonna happen with double stuff and why. It's like I don't imagine they're gonna show outside.
Maybe, I don't know, because again, those are Fudo PI. Those do have actual like anime character designs. So that's a whole thing there too, where Alexis Carib is talking about like his brethren.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing. Like they touch on it the like slightest bit. I think they get pretty much exactly like that one line about it in SSSS Gridman.
Yeah.
But that was part of the whole like planning of the like original like the Toku Gridman
Yeah.
sequel series, was this whole thing where the villain of the original Gridman series, the one that we eventually got over here as Killakan, Alexis Carib was supposed to be sort of tied to him, and then the revelations over the sequel series were just intended to be that it was basically an entire race, I guess is the best term for it, but effectively very similar to like the Mass Effect Reapers, whose whole thing was like egging people on into creating these virtual worlds to like build their emotional state in much the same way he did with Akane, and like
To then,
feed
like,
off of
feed
that.
off it, yeah.
And then eventually when they were when either the person doing it kind of, you know, burned out or got tired of it like Akane did, or when they, you know, weren't getting anything further out of it, they just destroy the worlds and
Look for
consume the
another
people and move on.
Yeah.
And it's just like a whole like race of like ravaging semi-virtual life forms that are also sort of elder god-y, like very cool ideas that like also, yeah, God, the wrap up of Gridman fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are two, in my opinion, really great combos. A, the end, where you get Gridman the Hyper Agent form. And the first time you get a Gridman fight, the theme song kicks off. So hype. Like, obviously it does the plays theme song every time he fights, but the very first time it happens, it's such a great.
I'm not even talking about just about the fight either, but like the whole this whole thing
Oh,
with
the
the Gridman,
whole
like
concept and
the
series
revolution
and
of
all-
what
yeah.
the SSSS actually
Yeah.
is, and like.
The Grid Fixture beam as powerful as the Something beam. That's all.
Everyone cutting through people, not you, Char. Sit down, Asnable.
I, Karulim, is technically on your side right now. Does that mean that I too am a hero?
Fine, Char Aznable won't be a hero, but perhaps Quinto Venus. His eye, Sexto Bloaka.
I'm positive I can beat you from the other side of the map. It's not that hard.
Lucius sitting back like, I was the villain, but I was proud to be the villain.
Okay, I cannot one-shot that with you all.
No.
I know, they effectively already showed off his health, I'm pretty sure, with the...
Yeah,
Hyper
255,
Agent.
something like that.
255,000. Those hits are usually for the total health the target has.
Yeah. I also do like, as much as I honestly just kind of can't stand Majestic Prince as a whole, I do like this tie-in of like Izuru's whole thing is wanting to be a hero, and like seeing Gridman is like, no, fuck that, we are heroes.
突破してみせ
As always, Super Robot Wars usually coming out with better stuff than
まだ私は半分の
what
力
they
を
get.
出していないのだ
At least for the middling series.
Yeah. Yeah, because that is the thing. It's a Midland series. It's not like it's bad.
Yeah, it's not
just
a terrible series. It's just 5 codependent toxic assholes. Sorry, 4 codependent toxic assholes and Izuru.
Yeah.
No. 5's accurate and just there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 assholes, 1 bipolar person, and Izuru.
Izuru, yes.
Also, we already dealt with that. That should be enough.
Everyone else hit him for 70k. I'm pretty sure Gridman that much.
And if he can, he has Zeal.
Do it again.
And the Hyper Agent. Oh, we have
Gridman the breakfast cereal. Gridman the flamethrower.
No, apparently it's not enough.
I mean, remember, it doesn't take into account crit.
Probably.
It does when you smash it.
He probably also has building up of
Yeah.
Yeah.
potential to his damage he's taking as his health goes down. But we'll just, give Gridman an extra turn and do it again.
Yeah. Gridman has Zeal built in. He could literally just kill him himself.
Yep.
ハイパーエージェントめ決着をつけてやるぞ目障りなやつめ
Also, as a small side, I love the design of Alexis Curran.
君でも私は止められないのだ無限の命そんなものはいい
Yeah, he is as trigger villain as you get.
Yep.
Basically.
He's as trigger villain as you get, but I love trigger villain designs.
Yeah.
So the fun part about that is that some of the design elements of Alexis Carib, as we got him in SSSS Gridman, are actually taken from the original design of Alexis Carib from the Gridman sequel series. That did not happen. They just ran it basically through an over justice filter.
Yep.
Do that same thing.
I still have 290 SP, motherfucker.
I don't think the bravery is necessary at this point, but yeah, let's do it.
Loud, enthusiastic shouting from the Brave team. Bravery is always necessary.
I'm actually doing it for the persist, just in case. I've had characters randomly die because I wasn't paying attention.
I would actually like them to do an SRW game where they shove together a couple of the Trigger series, just so we can get like Alexis Crib having to deal with fucking Garth Logan.
I mean, they've done SSSS Gridman, and they've done Danazanon now. They might do Gridman Universe.
Just weird, like throw Luluco in somehow,
Yeah.
just so we can be like over justice.
Luluco covered by sheer technicality a good majority
Yes.
of their stuff anyways.
Luluco was extremely a
Trigger
massive trigger crossover.
metaverse.
Yeah.
That's where we find out things like we could have dealt with the entire Kill la Kill issue by just using the fires of justice
Justice.
to burn the life fibers.
Yeah.
They destroyed the life fiber planet.
See, and you say you want to see Alexis Crib have to deal with like Gurren Lagann.
Oh.
I want to see Alexis Crib have to deal with Bravern.
I want Bravern in general. I want Bravern just in a series interacting with whatever else happens to be in that series. Motherfucker made his own 3D printers. You can make little models.
See, what I actually want, especially now that we're getting Macross back in these games, is Bravern and a Macross series where Bravern has the diegetic theme music.
Music playing. That's still one of the best parts of Bravern. When the first episode it cuts outside the cockpit and all the music play, cuts to inside.
And
What's
it's,
that sound?
it's the muted music still playing. And that's when you realize, oh my god, he's actually playing his
He's actually playing the music. He goes to the pose and it has like the giant like image.
He's
behind
got, like, a
him.
holographic
He's
projector.
projecting an actual holographic image behind him.
Yeah, because it cuts to a different angle and
Gosh,
shows the actual like
so
screen.
good. Yeah, we could have. Fuck you, Carol.
Remember to keep focusing on this. Outside of this city, she's not a god. She's a perfectly normal high school girl who
Teenage girl.
looks like Rika.
That's because Rika's her actual self.
Look, we're trying to build up Ceruleum's confidence. You know, say, "Good job, Ceruleum. We're gonna put this on the fridge." It's not a great picture. I thought it was a cow, but he says, "Put it on the fridge."
Try his best. All that work to get a Kane as your supporter.
Battle code SSSS.
Okay. In fairness, defeating Zega with Grid Knight or Gridman actually just gets us a couple additional Akane points. It's one
Yeah.
last opportunity if you have not gotten the
Gotten a
previous
couple.
Akane points to get enough. It's specifically defeating Alexis with Gridman as long as you
Have
have
the Akane points. But it's more the case of like, this has been one of the longest running plot lines in the entire game.
Yeah.
yes.
Like, depending which route you start on, this is one of the starting like plot lines that begins.
That being said,
It's Zeal.
Yeah.
It just does Zeal.
Wish costs 10
And
less.
makes Wish 10 less.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
she is an extremely good supporter.
Yeah.
Don't really need to cheer people anymore.
No.
Okay. Eric Battle and Beasts now.
Yeah,
which
because now we
makes
have
sense.
finished the kaiju stuff. We have the one that's in Invaders and Kaiju.
Yep. Doorway to the Abyss. Alright then. Finally, Antarctica. Indeed, Nova.
Can you turn off the blue? No.
But we're saying that, but only to build dramatic tension. We're just going to blow up the planet. Well, you see, we have this old guy that we're going to melt into the Akashic field. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Brave series. They meshed it right in. Have you considered what if we just kicked the Quaestor's ass?
Yes, it's your series that mentions the word heart roughly in 20% of its sentences. At least in this game.
How about just have Ryoma put the Questors in a headlock and punch them one at a time until they stop? Are they gonna do anything about it?
We wouldn't even do it at a decent pace. We have 2 Ryomas.
Yeah, exactly.
So we do need to specifically defeat Cerulean with either Edge or the Dry Striker.
Okay.
It's like a bit we do.
Credit where credit's due. It's a good bit.
Just grab a smattering of everyone's cannon
Yes.
fodder. Yeah.
Yep.
We were fighting more things in the previous battle.
Look out, Woottenkinder, I'm throwing garbage at you.
Yes, the scones thing is genuinely a good bit.
No, like a full third of our group does introspection via combat, so this does make sense.
Yeah. For a shonen protagonist, punching people counts as therapy. Uh,
Look, I've already brought the fodder. Can we just have the fight anyway?
Oh shit, Ryama's here. Can we call off the fight? Is it too late?
It's that scene where he goes, "You, I'm gonna fight you," and then the kid comes out and he's got the swole arms from Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah. Stands up, he's like 8 feet tall.
Alright, now to figure out what random crap is going to happen.
The woman we trapped in the computer from the Divine Civilization, Eos, is going to wake back up. Is going to try and take control of people, and then there's going to be a fight with Orga and Boss Borat, both punching her in the shoulders until she goes back in. Yuta grabs one of the chairs in the room and throws it at her.
Board deployment. Hey, you over there in the corner.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where will Daba's laser go? Sorry, you keep getting comfortable and giving you script.
Yeah, I think that's a problem.
Yeah. All right. Now that we're into this therapy session, Ryoma, would you like to share?
I can't hear you over the sound of me punch this guy in the head. Seriously, these big Rayquaza robots have like heads like pumpkins. Of course, here's Hyundai Elantra doing his part. Second in command, Ford F-150 Super Cab.
God, that was before he powered up.
No, just that face of like, oh, now Ryoma's apparently getting serious.
Now Ryoma is angry. I don't know what he was before, but it wasn't angry.
Best part about fighting an Arca is I literally don't have to worry about collateral damage.
We worried about it before? We did this shit in cities, man.
Okay, I don't have to pretend to be worried about collateral damage.
Now, as far as I'm aware, there's only one game in consideration for Super Robot Sundays where that is, in fact, a factor. Robot Alchemic Drive does actually track how much damage you deal to the city and takes it away from your reward at the end of each mission.
Ah.
Which, when one of your 3 robot choices just turns into a tank that drives through the city, it's not a great thing. You gotta be
you
really
say-
careful with Galang.
I mean, you say that as if any one primary is Galang. Galang is crap. Galang is literally the worst of the
He's
3
the
options.
trap option, yes.
Okay, there he is.
These have been souped up a little bit. They're not quite as weak as the regular trash versions of them are. They're still weak. They're still trash, but... What's going on, Uso? You smell Katagina? I can sense Katagina.
Okay. How's the mission where we get her?
Yes.
Nah. Give us a choice as to whether or not we can get Gina.
Her brain gets scrambled.
Okay. Goes.
Oh, I have deeply miscalculated.
It's range 15.
Yeah,
Most
it's
of the
gonna
board.
hit everything on the board. Close enough, just barely no.
I mean, you could just do it and then use a Kane on him.
I don't trust this not to have another phase.
It really doesn't.
So it might not be enough. Just straight potential?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, it's just straight potential. Huh.
It's a combination of potential and he has like over 300,000 HP to start with. The boosts from potential are percentage based. Direct attack, I think, does ignore that. Maybe not. Potential may be the one thing that actually works through direct attack. is as straightforward as it seems. Do you want to recruit Ceruleum or not?
Oh, get him on the ship.
Okay.
It'll be funny.
Just making sure that's in effect, whether or not we got one in or another.
No.
Okay.
We're already on the true ending path. Like,
Okay.
that already started when we got Awakening. This is specifically if you're on your first playthrough, which is this is considered a first playthrough file stuff. We didn't start off on New Game Plus file.
Yeah.
If you do not defeat Ceruleum in this mission with either Mitsuba or Edge or Az, you do not get the option whether to recruit him or not. He just leaves.
Okay.
If you do defeat him with the main characters, get the option to recruit him. Or if you're on New Game Plus, you just automatically get the option to recruit him. Or actually, no, sorry, I got that
You get
backwards.
the option to
If
not
you to not recruit him, yeah.
Yes, he force recruits them. You basically get the option to tell him to pound. He'll still force his way onto your team after the post DLC is done.
Yes, yeah, you always have him for the extra chapter.
Yeah.
Look, if you don't shut the fuck up, we're gonna go flick off the light switch and your glowy ass is gone.
Fucking dumb, but sure. You didn't.
I have found two individuals that I will bring back to my world, named Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan. They shall help me to restore the hearts of my people. We shall be, in their words, most triumphant.
One thing that always bothers me about this shot of the bridge
Mm-hmm.
is that so it has like the insignia there in the back,
Yes.
and it's positioned perfectly to make it look like they just
Little
put
lines
a
up with the
random fucking
railing.
wing on the railing for no reason.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest, until you said that, I thought there was a little wing on the railing.
Yeah, no, that's the Dry Striker emblem.
On the back, yeah.
Right, so it's only 3:15, so probably do one of the onboard missions.
Yeah.
We don't want to get started on those.
And man, do we have a lot.
Yeah, we just added a bunch more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
We got a bunch of ace chats to do and that stuff,
Yeah.
but
Right.
get through those, and then we'll do one of the onboard missions.
I am Karulam. I am here to talk to you about various ethical quandaries. Are you aware that a man is a featherless biped? Hold on, Karulam. We can fix this one for you.
What
Got
a-
a time machine there?
One of your great philosophers asked an interesting question, and I wanted your input on it. What's that? If Jimmy cracks corn and no one cares, why does he keep doing it?
I've been looking into proper questions similar to the ones I've asked you and your people. So thus I was asked you thus. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Also, what is a woodchuck? Okay, suppose you have a ship. And then piece by piece, bits of that ship were replaced.
Ship of Theseus. I'm sure Makasu has a robot somewhere in his back pocket dimension. We could get him into
I'm talking about the ship of Garthalax. Who the fuck is Theseus?
oh.
So, congratulations, Chronicle. I guess you're technically an ace.
Chronicles just happen not to be dead in this universe. Running splattered into bits of a eye beam hurtling towards her.
I don't like his smile. That's the smile of a man who sells insurance. Predatory insurance.
Fuck you.
I don't get it either, guys.
Why did you join? Oh, so you got enough points. Certain villains have like point cards. You get enough points, you just have to join you. There you go. I don't make the rules.
You know what? Instead of you, could we just have Todd?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, man. Accurate. But still, ugh. I think people have been hanging hats on his walls.
Congratulations, my ace. No, fuck you, I'm leaving. You just showed up and declared yourself ace like Ange does. Yeah, while I was gone, I got 20 kills. Fuck you, you did.
Hey, if nobody from our team's on the map, Ceruleum could get kills.
In all seriousness, Ceruleum could get kills.
I mean, Ange eventually got kills too. It's just a matter of she was doing very poorly, went away for like 3 missions, came back like 20 for a score.
What the fuck was the name of his stupid suit?
The Growlin?
Actually, see it.
Oh.
One back. Gravelin.
Gravelin.
Yeah,
There we
look at the
go.
bottom.
We're gonna be forced to use this anyway.
I've got knives on my feet.
We're not going to be forced to use it. We don't have to recruit.
He'll be auto-deployed in other missions, I think.
I mean, we will eventually be forced to auto-deploy in some of the post missions, but
Yeah.
we because we know the choices, we do have the choice to not recruit going to the
Okay, plus 1 move, plus 1 range, and fuck, it doesn't matter.
I usually just do turn. I don't know if he's natural S's though.
Don't think it does natural S's. I don't think it's that silly.
Oh well.
Okay, so it'll go S's across the board since it says.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Fine. Alright.
Like going from A to S is just a 10% increase. Not that we really need the damage, but
Suit. That's on the last menu. I couldn't mark favorites.
yeah.
Uh,
Trying to find him yet.
yeah.
There he is.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Would have been easier to filter by level. Comes in at 200.
200, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was just trying to hit and run, and nothing else matters. We don't need Lucky Star.
But the money.
I guess 3 power parts. I think this stuff ranged.
Oh, is it?
These weapons are all ranged.
Purely ranged. No CQ.
Okay.
Which is weird, because again, knives on his feet.
Yeah, but it doesn't attack them. It throws like gravity balls.
They're
and
just
shit.
they're just there for ambiance, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably actually put that
Not
in
a
there.
Gridman. The Gridman boost on Gridman? No.
Sure. Mass production ultimatum.
Go, mass production units.
Here, you're the first 16 on the list.
I'll just smash it.
Does a double tap on occasion. Get most of it back anyways, but...
It's so ridiculous. It's like it's a gardener with a leaf blower. Oh, those ones were smart. They staggered. Only gotten 2 of them with a laser.
here just because. Okay. Pretty much out of AoEs I can do.
I mean, at a certain point, especially on these kinds of missions, I usually just like park a unit nearby and then let them kill themselves on counter.
That's basically what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get a couple units nearby, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty much going to hit end turn after this.
Yeah. Alternatively, I just throw it on auto and let the game do what it will.
Is there any danger to our units in these?
No.
And even if they do get knocked out, it really.
Like, full revelation of behind the scenes how this all works. When I say that we're going to do all these other onboard missions between streams, what I mean is that when I'm working over here during the week, I'm going to turn this game on, load the missions up,
Hit auto.
and hit auto and come back in like half an hour.
Yep.
I'll be really creative. Figure out who's closest to gain Super Ace and put only them in the mission.
So we are clear, the last time I did one of these, it was one of the like 8-wave battles, I only fielded Kiriko. Because it amused me.
Finding out who's close to Super Ace would be easy. Just look at whoever's on the highest kill main screen.
Yeah. That is basically what I did in Y, is I used the, like, at various points as I unlocked as the front missions became available again, as that cycle happened through, I literally, at first, only fielded stuff that I was regularly fielding that had not yet hit Ace, and then once everything had hit Ace, was only fielding stuff that had not yet hit Super Ace.
Yeah,
Remember, they switched out. They call it Super Ace in Y.
Yeah.
And just like started doing that. And so there was a point where I was literally fielding like 2 units for the front mission battles and just like sending them in. I would manually move the battleships to the corner because it won't let you not field at least the battleships. I would like manually move them to the corner so they wouldn't take kills and then just put it on auto.
So Dava is already a Super Ace.
Yeah.
Hayata is also already.
It's almost, yeah.
So it needs 4 more kills. Okay.
But regardless, it's about 3:30. That's a decent stopping time for.
It's not really a great reason for we could do more than the onboard missions, but it's not really great for us to just go through literally trash fights on stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of them have like real significant story stuff going on. But yeah, so that'll do it for us today for Super Robot Sundays here on Sound Goblin Gaming. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with more Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, as we are pretty quickly approaching the tail end of that game. And then Thursday, we'll have more D&D 3.5 in hindsight.
Yes, where we will be doing the Magic Item Compendium, but more seriously, we'll actually be talking about magic items in 3.5 in general.
Yeah, the Magic Item Compendium, which does not really have, I think, anything original. I think
Oh,
it
no,
is
it has a decent amount of original in there, actually.
Oh, do they actually add a bunch of stuff?
But if
I,
we're talking
I
about
think it
Magic Items,
was Spell Compendium, I think, didn't have any original spells. It was
Spell
all-
Compendium is reprints, although there's some updates and rules changes.
Yeah, so Magic Item Compendium has some stuff in there, but like mostly is just like what it says on the tin.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
also
but yeah.
good for covering Magic Items in general.
Yeah, and just how they work and why they are the way they are.
Yeah,
And then we'll be right back here next Sunday with more Super Robot Wars 30. Until then, I've been Bograt.
I've been the Krampus.
I have a Chiv.
And I'm Vincent.
Have a good one, y'all.